At this particular moment, I'm going to have to go with the Jazz. And it's strictly because of depth. I understand that they don't have Kawhi Leonard and they don't have Paul George, but I believe in Donovan Mitchell. I believe that Donovan Mitchell is a stud. Now, I'm not an overall believer in the Jazz in terms of them knocking off a healthy Los Angeles Lakers squad, which is the position that I took yesterday. But I will tell you that if the Anthony Davis is down and out, when I look at the Jazz as more formidable because I look at them as a deeper team, and I look at Donovan Mitchell as a superstar in the making. If he's not already there, he is just something special. He doesn't fold or fade come playoff time. He's going to make sure his presence is felt.
Cinderella teams. The teams no one has on their radar that somehow, through all the odds, get to the top of their conference. Last year, that was my Heat, who through all the odds stormed through the East in the playoffs and took 2 games from the now championship Lakers in the finals. And now, they're... yeah. We'll talk about that another time. And this year, that team is Utah Jazz, who out of nowhere has won 17 of their last 18. 20, They beat the Heat by how much? 20. Bro, we can't catch a break. They've won 18 of their last 9.
The Sixers.
The Sixers too? Bro. Okay. 19 of their last 21. God damn. Anyway, they've been on a tear, and after disappointing exit out of the playoffs last year, they look to be legit contenders. So today, we're going to talk about how a last year first round exit who didn't make that many changes to their roster has now turned into a potential championship contender. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, let's get into what's made the Utah Jazz a well-oiled machine of sheer destruction. Their offense. It's gotten so potent this year, to the point that the Utah Jazz look like the 2017 Golden State Warriors. And what I mean by that is that for some reason, every single player on this team has turned into a 2K17 Pure Sharp with their grand badge on.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
And if you think I'm exaggerating, look at it this way. Out of their regular rotational 9 players, 7 of them take above 2 threes a game. And out of those 7, not a single one of them shoots below 37% from 3. And the only one that does, George Niang, has the worst percentage. Everybody else shoots 38 or above, with the highest being Joe Ingles at 46% on 6 attempts a game. And then as you go down the list, you find guys like Mike Conley, who's shooting 41% on 7 attempts. And then you get to Royce O'Neal, shooting 43% on 5 attempts. And then you get to Jordan Clarkson and Donovan Mitchell, who on a combined 18 attempts a game is shooting 39%. Keep in mind the league average is 33. This run of stellar shooting has now put them square at the top of the league in not only attempts, but makes, and they've put them in 3rd in percentage. This flurry and influx of threes have allowed them to be the 3rd highest scoring team in the league, while having the 20th slowest pace, only attempting 87 shots per game. So now a team that's always been known for their stellar defense now has an amazing offense. But even with this offense, their defense has not faltered at all, in fact. It's gotten better. And that's what we'll be talking about next. Now, the Utah Jazz over the past couple years have always been known as a great defensive team. And you can always find them at the top 10 in the league in defensive rating, opponents' points per game, and a lot of other stats. And can you blame them? They have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate always in Rudy Gobert holding down the paint, stellar perimeter defenders like Royce O'Neal, Joe Ingles, and Donovan Mitchell on the perimeter. But this year, they've kicked it up to an even higher level, with their 9th in defensive rating last year has now improved to 2nd, and in almost every single defensive metric, from opponents' points off turnovers, to opponents' second chance points, to opponents' fast break points, have all been better than their last year. So with their new stellar offense and their always great defense, this has propelled them to be one of the best defensive teams in the league, second, mind you, wreaking havoc, and which has led Rudy Gobert to be in the Defensive Player of the Year convo again. But another thing that's really been giving them what they needed to succeed is their bench, and specifically Jordan Clarkson, who's been on fire this season, averaging 18 points a game on 46% shooting and 38% from 3 on 9 attempts and 96% from the free throw line. You heard that last part right, 96%. While it's only like 1.6 attempts a game, that's still pretty impressive. He's emerged as the clear frontrunner for the Sixth Man of the Year award, and to be honest, there really isn't anyone touching him for it right now. And lastly, we'll talk about the man himself, the leader, Donovan Mitchell, whose numbers this year doesn't pop out at you. I mean, 25 points a game, 4 rebounds, 5 assists on 43% shooting and 38% from 3 is great. But for a guy leading the team with the best record in the NBA, the numbers don't really jump off the page at you. But just watching him alone just is incredible. He just seems incredibly poised and like the game's getting slower for him. And he's the Jazz undoubtable leader. And even though it takes all these guys to make the engine work as efficiently as it does, he's still the guy at the helm that's their driving force, and he deserves to have his name in the MVP combo. But if you made it this far in the video, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment telling me if you think the Jazz are contenders or pretenders. But with that being said, this has been FOB. That's my time, and I'm out.